Okay, we should have it started. So, thank you for joining Dress for Success Cleveland and our Powerful Women's Group today. And so, we're really excited. I think this is going to be somewhat of a little series that we're going to start to do maybe once a quarter about career chats, because a lot of times there's opportunities in careers that are not discussed enough or even thought enough of, particularly for women to enter. And then there's some things that are on the cusp and growing. And then there's some that are industries that have been around, and a lot of people don't understand the different seasonality of their business and when there's those certain peaks that it can be very important for them to find opportunities. So, we'll kind of start this as career chats because sometimes you just need a brief moment to hear a few minutes about what these different things are, right? So, we have two guests today. I'm very excited. And I think you'll be very excited to hear the different opportunities that they're going to bring to the table. So we have Kimberly Harris. She is the Senior Cyber Military Advisor at mycomputercareer.com. So that's a pretty heavy role. I'm sure she'll go a little bit more into it. But she relocated to Raleigh, North Carolina from Columbia, Maryland, and she began to rebrand herself after her divorce. And so her mother resided in Raleigh, so that was the place she decided to start over. I accompanied her to the Raleigh Dress for Success office. So she is a part of our other affiliates that we have, to make some clothing donations when I discovered the organization, how it can give me the gift of connections with a team of amazing, like minded women. I immediately joined the organization and began to participate in workshops, classes, and events that eventually led to soar my professional confidence. So that was a great ad just for Dress for Success in general. So in 2018, she was hired for an entry level role with My Computer Career. And 5+ years later, she's been promoted several times, and she serves in her current role on the military team as a senior cyber advisor. This allows her to get to know our veterans and current enlisted men and women around the country who want to better themselves with a lucrative and exciting career in information technology with specialization in cybersecurity. She has a background in sales, training, and business development, and she has a plan to hopefully open up a foster home for children.
Yes.
And so that's pretty exciting. So we're so excited to have Kimberly here. And then I also want to talk about our second guest, who is Marylin Musselman, and she is the recruiting manager for H&R Block CLE East. So she staffs and trains tax professionals and receptionists and office managers for over 30 offices on the Cleveland East Side. So that's Northfield, Shaker Heights, Richmond Heights, uh, Glenville, Maple Heights, University Heights, and Garfield Heights. I mean, it's just like that whole little area, like around the lake where we're talking about Maryland, right? And so Marilyn has a master's degree in business administration and a master's in health administration from the University of Pittsburgh. She is a current member of the Cleveland Cavaliers Wine and Goldies dance team. We're going to have to talk a little bit about that, Mary Lynn. I didn't know you were holding out on us. And performs at the home games of the Cavs fans. Who knows? We might all find our second career, dancing right next to you. And so she looks forward to meeting with us. So these two wonderful ladies that we're gonna have speak to us. So we're really excited, and we're gonna get started with the cyber security. And so, Kimberly, I might need some help with trying to pull up. I think I pulled up that presentation. Your thing is so wizardry. I have to see if I can try to do it again. Did I lose it? It might be right here. I'm going to try to share my screen and then let's see, I see a chat already. Where's my chat? I completed. Oh, Stacy, you completed a 12-week course already. So fantastic. All right,
Wonderful.
so let me see if I can click on share and um, can you ladies see my screen? It says CWP Skill Bridge.
Yes.
Okay. And
Mhm.
then this is a little different for me, Kimberly. So I'm gonna, I guess, press play and then you let me know what else I need to do as we move along the presentation.
Okay. You'll as we go through the different slides, I guess I'll just ask you if you can just advance it to the next page.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, just want to say I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to spend some time with you all, and we've got some really exciting things going on at my computer career. Um, Women, like you said, are very underrepresented in this field. And if you've ever had a desire to learn more about cybersecurity and how to protect yourself, your families, how to really make a difference, this might be something that might be a good fit for you. So we represent my computer career. And if you look on the bottom, it says training for a better life. So that's what we actually provide men and women around the country. We provide them with training for a better life. If you see that word asset, asset stands for the Accrediting Council for Continuing Education and Training. So we are a fully accredited school, and we gain the program participation agreement from the Department of Education. So for a school to be accredited, we have very high standards that we have to maintain. One of them would be our graduation rate. So we have to have a minimum of a 67% graduation rate, and we have to have a 70% job placement rate. So we are as motivated as students are to help them to launch their careers in IT. So some of the vendors that we work with would be Cisco. I don't know if any of you all have heard of Cisco.
Yes,
Yeah, heard of Microsoft.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we have CompTIA, which is another big name in IT, especially in cybersecurity. Someone's not muted. Okay, so those are the vendors that we represent. So if you want to, Chris, go ahead and advance to the next page. Yep. So right now, there are more jobs in cybersecurity in Ohio and in other parts of the country than there are people to fill those jobs. They can't find enough people to represent um, that brand in cybersecurity. So I want to just very quickly take you all to look at a website so you can see for yourself the number of opportunities that there are right now in the Ohio market area. And that website that we're going to look at is called cyberseek.org. So Chris, if I can get you to just click on that website, and there's a map of the United States. And if I can get Chris to just hover over Ohio. So if you can look right now, as we speak, there are 17,153 unfilled positions in cybersecurity in your state. And that's incredible. And that number grows every day. So that means that there are tons of opportunities for you if this is something that you're really interested in. So Chris, if we can go back to the main slide, that would be great. And that's something that you all can reference for yourself, cyberseek.org. And that number is actually provided from the U.S. Department of Labor and Statistics, as you can see at the bottom. So if you want to advance to the next screen. So this is going to give you all a little bit of information about the program. So it's a 12-week program. It will be equivalent to you having a job because it is full-time, it's Monday through Friday, and it's from 9 to 6 for 3 months. The cost of that program, as you can see there at the top, is over $22,000. But because you all are residents of Ohio, we have a grant that will allow you to go to the program free of charge. So we're going to take a
Wow.
look at the different certifications that you'll have an opportunity to earn in this program. And they're all from that vendor that we just talked about, which is called CompTIA. So if you want to just, if you can hit that little, the arrow again, and you can hit it until you get, okay, you can go all the way up because there are 4 of them, and then we'll talk about them. So in order for someone that doesn't have any experience in IT or has very limited experience in IT, the way that you're going to get your foot in the door and make a name for yourself and really put yourself in a position to be qualified for some very lucrative positions is to have obtained certifications. So in this program, we offer 4 certifications. So the first one that you see is the A+. Now, an A+ certification pretty much means that you know how to set up a computer, you know how to strip it down. You also know soft skills, which most of us already have, which we know how to send out emails, we know how to do Excel spreadsheets. But with A+, you're really going to get a feel for the hardware side of computers. If any of us have ever been in Best Buy and you take your computer in there to the Geek Squad, they have the A+ certification. So that's one that we offer in the program. The second one is going to be Network Plus, and that's where you would actually learn how to set up a network. You'll learn how to set up switchers and routers. You might have heard the expression wide area network, where you're going to learn all about that. And I'm sure all of us at some point or other in the office, you've been working and you say, oh, I have to stop, the network went down. Well, you're going to be the person that actually knows how to get that network up and running again. And then we have our Security Plus certification. So if I can encourage you all, we're going to save the questions for the end so I can get through the material, and then we'll go over the questions at that time, if that's okay. So with the Security Plus certification, you are going to learn all about intrusion detection, threat detection. In other words, you're going to learn how to build firewalls so that you can protect those hackers from hacking into the system. That certification is also approved by the Department of Defense. So it's
Now that's Security Plus.
that's the Security Plus, yes.
Okay,
So
thank you.
that certification allows you the opportunity, if you've ever desired to work for the government. A lot of our students will go on to find positions with Homeland Security, TSA, things like that, because that certification is recognized by the Department of Defense. And then you've got CYSA, which is another cybersecurity certification where you really start to get into more heavy-duty cybersecurity things that will really help to protect that network. They call that one of the higher ones in cybersecurity. So by you having obtained all 4 of those certifications, we will then be able to put you in a position where you're ready to start that career in IT. If you want to advance to the next slide, please. So these are some of the things that this program will offer. We believe in setting our students up for success. So included in that cost, or included in the grant in your case, is a brand new laptop that will come to you. It will be mailed out the first week. You'll have to have a computer that you can use for about the first week, and then yours will arrive in the mail. We also provide you with one-on-one tutoring, and that's kind of equivalent to having a personal trainer on call, because you can actually sign up. Someone will be there to provide you with support. We offer tutoring 6 days a week. So the only day that you would not receive any support with tutoring would be on a Sunday. So for 6 days, when you're outside of your classroom hours, you will have someone available to provide you with one-on-one tutoring. We also offer something called Flex Time Study. Does anybody remember when they were in school and they used to go to the Flex Hall and the study hall? Yeah, well, this is a virtual study hall. So you can go in there and just kind of hang out and do your homework. But the benefit is there's an instructor that's in there ready to provide you with assistance. So Sometimes if you're doing your homework in real time, a question comes up and you're just baffled on what to do, there's someone in there that can provide you with that support. And then we offer test pass assistance, which means that we cover the cost of the certifications for you. Now, does anyone know what it costs to be certified? It's very expensive. You can pay upwards of $200-300 per certification. And the A plus requires you to take 2 separate tests. So if you were going to pay for that out of pocket, you might be looking at about $400. And it's not uncommon that it takes you 2 and 3 times to pass the certifications. So in our program, we include 3 attempts for all of the 4 certifications in the cost or in your grant. So you don't have to worry about if you don't pass the first time. You'll have 2 more attempts to take it. And we kind of have a slogan, no one gets left behind. So the instructor is really going to work with you to provide you with all the support and the tools that you need so that you'll be prepared to pass those certifications. It is a lot of work. It's equivalent to going to school. I mean, it's like being on a job. So you've got to, this is a commitment, and it's something that you really have to be prepared to do, because it's going to be a lot of hard work. But the benefit is that at the end of that, you'll have a lot of support and opportunities. Chris, if you can go on to the next slide. So most of you are probably wondering, well, it sounds great, but how will I start a career, right? What do I do next? Well, we provide you with career services. So we're going to provide you with one-on-one professional development, very similar to what Dress for Success does, but this is geared towards IT and cybersecurity. So you're going to have someone that's going to help you to develop a technical resume, a cover letter. They're going to sit with you and do mock interviews. They're going to help you with job search assistance, job placement. So that's something that we provide for our students so that we can make sure, like I said at the beginning, our goal is for 70% of our students, they have to be working in IT. So we are as motivated as our students are to help them to have that success. If you can go on to the next slide. So you might be wondering, okay, well, what companies would I be working with? Well, we actually have over 2,000 companies that hire our students and growing. So Chris, if you want to advance to the next slide, because I'm sure some of you have seen, I'm sure you're familiar with these companies. It touches all industries, banking, you know, GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, that's the medical world, UPS, Amazon. Somebody's got to program those machines to make them work and provide them with safety. So that's where cybersecurity comes in. So this is just a list of a few of the different employer partners that we have. So the companies that you have the opportunity to work with. So if you want to go on to the next slide. That's pretty much it. So that's how our program works. We have classes that start every 4 weeks. So just to give you an idea, we have a class that's going to be starting in September. And I'm going to see if I can pull the dates up for you. And then we'll open up for questions. All right, so we've got a class that's going to start on September the 22nd. And that's going to be Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do have a lunch break, and you take a small little break every hour so you don't, get overwhelmed with information. And then we have a start date that will begin on October 23rd. So you've got September 22nd, October the 23rd, and then the class after that will begin on November 21st. So those are the schedules through about the end of the year. So that's pretty much how our presentation works. We have students that go on to do some really great things, but like I said, it is a lot of hard work. You have to be committed for 12 weeks. But the payoff for that is we're going to provide you with support and help you to find that position in IT. So I see a hand up. Hi. I think you're muted. Barbara, you're muted. You're still muted. We can't hear you. We can see you though. You're going to have to
Can
go
you?
to, oh, yeah.
Oh, oh, I thought we had her unmuted. Yeah, I can't unmute her on my end.
Does she have to do it?
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
trying to see if on here. I know you can mute people. Sometimes it's hard to unmute. So as we kind of figured that out, I know we had a couple of other questions. I know Stacy had a couple times she raised her hands, and then
Mhm.
Barbara will keep working on trying to get you unmuted.
Okay.
So, well, until someone else can come up with it, I just figured out where the mic is. What's the difference between the ITF plus certification and the A plus certification from CompTIA? Because I took a 12-week class and did what you're describing, and that was the exam, the first exam that they had us take.
Was the A plus?
No, it was the ITF plus. So information
don't.
technologies fundamentals.
Yeah, we in this program we offer the CompTIA certifications. So
It's a CompTIA. It
yeah,
is
we
too.
don't. That one is not offered in this program. If you look at the description, it'll kind of tell you what the difference is. A plus is really more hardware, where you're going to learn how to strip a computer down. You're going to learn how to build a computer back up again. Yeah.
And what do you guys do to accommodate the fact that this is all virtual?
When you say accommodate, what do you mean? It's live instructor-led learning. So just like we're meeting now, you'll be meeting with your classmates, you'll be meeting with your instructor, and then you have an instructor mentor. So we have a lot of support for students. You'll have the opportunity, like I said, to participate in one-on-one tutoring, or you actually have the opportunity to do your homework in Flex, where there's someone there to provide you with support in that environment as well. Barbara, are you still muted? Oh, maybe she can put it in the chat and we can try to see if we can move it that way. Go to the chat. All right, so we've answered that. Yep, so you're right, networking and cybersecurity exams are about $350 each. So imagine if you had to take that twice, that's $700. If you had to take it 3 times, it's over $1,000. So that all those fees are included in the grant. So you'll have 3 opportunities to take those certifications. I'm trying to see if Barbara is putting her question in there.
I have a question.
Yes.
During the pandemic, 2020, I did something similar, but I took software testing. So now I'm ISQTB certified for Agile and Foundation. And I'm really, really, really interested in cybersecurity because right now, like I'm teaching kids how to still stay safe on the web because they've gotten so lax with it. And I'm a youth minister. So this is really, 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 really up my alley. And I'm excited. What are the eligibility requirements to be able to join the program?
That's a great question. So to be eligible, you have to have proof of graduation, either your high school diploma, your GED. Those are requirements. So you don't have to have a lot of experience to do this because it's a very hands-on virtual environment. But you do have to be either unemployed or underemployed because the program hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 6. So that can be a big challenge for someone. But if you're not working right now and you're wanting to enhance your skill set, this is definitely going to be a good fit for you and really get you focused on cybersecurity. And then we offer other programs. So a lot of students will come, they'll come through the name of the program is the Cyber Warrior Program, CWP. And they'll come through the program, they'll finish the program, they'll start a career in IT, and then they'll come back and join us for additional certifications because we offer other ones. But the purpose of this meeting is really to talk about the Cyber Warrior Program, which is those 4 certifications in cybersecurity. Yeah. Barbara, did you get, okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, finally.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm an IT professional. Actually, I got my degree in information technology, been doing it for over 20 years.
Mhm.
And I got exposed to asbestos in the building, and I was unable to continue in my career inside. And they thought I was too valuable to be remote. So I had to give it up. And now I do acting and modeling and commercials and that kind of thing. Since we're on an actor strike, this is something that I would like to go back to for, but my thing is, how would I be able to do that remotely? I've done everything from server support, help desk, network, telecommunication, project management, you name it, I've done it. I haven't done cybersecurity yet.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is a program that I would like to, go through because I
Mhm.
took Cisco as well. And when I graduated, my professor knew someone at Tech Systems, and I got my first contract before I graduated. And
Nice.
I just took off from there. And
Yes.
so
Yeah.
I didn't have time to get all the certifications that I really wanted to get.
Mhm.
So this would be something I am interested in right now because I have this downtime, not being able to do movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Well, that would be awesome. It's all virtual, so you'll be able to do it from home. The classes meet virtually, just like we're meeting now in a group. You'll be in class just like this, in a virtual environment. Our school does have 9 physical ground campuses, but this is a remote opportunity. So you would be able to do this from the comfort of home. Like I said, they'll mail you your laptop, but it usually takes about a week to arrive. So you want to make sure you have something that you can use for that first week. But you'll be doing everything remotely from home in our virtual interactive labs. So you'll be meeting with your instructor, your classmates. You'll be required to do work outside of class where you're doing your labs, your homework assignments, your practice tests. Um, and then you'll be meeting with the group Monday through Fridays, pretty much all day, other than your lunch break, of course. So yeah, I would, Barbara, that sounds great. What I'd like to do is get your information, give you my
sure,
information, and
sure.
then we can definitely get you set up from there.
Sure,
Yeah.
that would be great. And say hypothetically, I pass all the certifications and get a position somewhere.
Mhm.
Do I need to be on site or can I do it virtually?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that our career services team does. They will find out what your preference is. Some people, they want to go out to work, others, they prefer to stay home. So we have equal opportunities for you. So you'll just have to decide which one is the best fit for you. And then if you say, I really prefer to stay remote, then they'll just look for you a position working remote. Or if you say, I prefer to go out, I want to be in the culture of an office environment, then they'll find that type of position for you. But most people lately seem to prefer remote. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we've got tons of remote jobs. You're
I
smiling, so I guess that's what you want to do.
I can't do anything other than remote. So
Yeah,
according to
yeah,
the doctors, they said it's going to be hard for you to go in any building to
yeah,
work because of the sensitivities to the air
understand.
quality that's in the buildings. So
Yeah,
I've turned down this week over 10 positions because they
wow.
wanted me on site.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're in good hands here because there are tons of positions that you can work from the comfort of your own home. Yeah, yeah.
All
Let's
right. I
see.
wanted to make sure we had
Mhm.
Lolita had a couple questions, and then after Lolita, we'll do Brittany, and then after that, then we'll start our session about H&R. And then we'll try to make sure to towards the end, because I know there's going to probably be some contact information that needs to
Mhm.
exchange. So we'll make sure we put some things on chat, or if we need to bring up something on the screen, we'll make sure
Yes.
to do that. Okay,
Okay.
so Lolita, you have your questions?
Hello, Lita.
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm loud. I
No,
have
you're
the
fine.
question on the chat.
Oh, okay. Do you offer a learning lab when a student has a chance to experience hands-on learning? It's completely yes. So you're going to be doing a lot of virtual interactive labs with your classmates. So you'll be using the same type of equipment. and recreating the same real world experiences that you would do if you were in person. So yeah, there's tons of opportunities for you to do those labs and do the practice work. Yes, and we use cloud computing in our lab, so you're going to get tons of experience with that. Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
But you're saying like, am I still gonna be virtual or am I gonna be in the building?
You're going to be virtual. The entire program is done virtually. So you're going to be doing simulated real world IT projects.
Right.
So yeah, everything
Um,
is
um,
virtual. Hmm.
I guess my only issue is I'm a hands-on person. So if I don't have that concrete in, material in my hand,
Hmm.
is it gonna be the same? You know what I'm saying? You
Well, the
understand what I'm saying?
difference, well, the difference is, okay, I give you an example. Let's say that you were a person that is going out to fix someone's printer. I'm just going to use it as an example. To fix that printer, you're probably going to go on your computer and kind of see where the problems are. You're not going to actually go there and like actually physically take it apart. Or think about like a pilot. Before he takes off for flight, he has to use flight simulators to pretty much mimic any condition that he's going to encounter. So similar to that, you'll be doing IT simulations that will recreate those same real world experiences. We have a very high success rate for people that said, oh, I don't think I can do anything virtual. But when it comes to computers, you're pretty much going to take that same computer that's at home and take it to the office. So there's not as much of a change as you really think. And like I said, we've been doing this. We've been having this program. Well, my computer career has been enrolling and helping students to have success since 2008. So I understand what you're saying because I didn't think I could do virtual either, but now I've gotten so
Well,
used to it.
well, it depends on what I'm doing virtual. And I tried A plus virtually, and I
Mhm.
struggled. And I kid you not, and I end up not completing the program because I struggled so much. Because if the stimulation was working, if I didn't pull this or turn this right, whatever it was, I didn't have a success at it, and I just said, I'm okay, and I just, didn't finish the course, and
Yeah.
I just felt stressed. You know what I'm saying? So, as a
Mhm.
person who actually have a computer in front of them, and I have
Mhm.
to open up the computer and look and see, an issue like the
Yeah.
motherboard or whatever, that's different from virtual. I'm just being honest because of the experience I had. And I
I
just pretty
understand.
much like,
Yeah,
I
I
can't do this
do.
because I was
I
struggling.
agree with you because
Yeah. And the reality
I
is everything is not for everyone. I mean, there's some things that I'm very good at and there's some things that I'm not very good at. So we offer this to people that are willing and comfortable to make that transition. And like Barbara said, she can't go out to work. So it sounds like it's a really good opportunity for her. But our instructors are very good at what they do, and they're really good at helping people that have the right attitude and they really want to try to do something
Right.
um,
I understand. I
in
can understand the
collaboration.
right attitude. I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm sorry. I understand the right attitude, but you don't have like I can go into a building like and have a lab, like a practice lab, just to make sure what I'm getting online is the same thing I'm doing
Hmm.
out of the off the computer.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
just for myself. I mean, I don't know
yeah,
about anybody else, but just to make
yeah.
sure everything equal. The same,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I just want to be
Brittany, are you here?
comfortable.
Um,
I don't want to take too much of y'all time, but I just want to be comfortable. That's all.
yep.
Yeah, I
No,
was going
we
to ask
totally
Brittany
get
to
that.
chime in because she's been working for the school for 11 years.
Hmm.
Brittany, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
you
can hear
want
you,
to chime in
Brittany.
a
Okay,
little bit on
excellent.
her concerns about virtual versus in person?
Yeah, I totally hear you. We actually do have a ground campus in Columbus, Ohio, and I spent the first 6 years of my career on the Columbus campus. And the one thing that I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if you're on a ground campus or you're in a live virtual setting, it's the same instruction and the same labs because they're all virtually based. You're not really sticking your hands on a computer and taking them apart and putting them back together. It's not really working that way. What's happening is the virtual simulations, and like I said, it doesn't matter if you're on a ground campus or live online, they're the same exact simulations, but they replicate real world experiences.
Thank you.
Got it. Thank you,
I guess
Brittany.
I agree with Loletta. I'm
Lolita.
sorry if
Hmm.
I'm saying it wrong, but I took a 12-week class like this. I had the simulation labs. I did all of those. I succeeded at those, but I'm at a job right now that I'm doing everything hands-on. I'm a configuration technician, and I feel like an idiot because I don't know how to open up a damn computer. And so no matter like how virtual you give me, like watching it and physically doing it are two different things.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
I
It's
totally
completely different.
100% get it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what you just said because when I began, I was totally hands-on, taking out memory, going into the motherboard and replacing everything, network boards, everything, and just building a computer, software-wise and hardware-wise, taking out hard drives, replacing CD-ROMs, what have you. Then we went to virtual and we went in, and it is so cool and it's easy. You will get it. Once you understand the concept, the basic concepts, you will be able to determine, even
Yeah.
if you're not on a hands-on body or understanding of what it does and how it works, it'll come to you, and it will get easier as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ladies.
Okay.
Well, I want to make sure that this was a robust conversation, and so I appreciate everyone's involvement. And so I want to make sure that we have enough time too to talk about our other career chat. And like I said, towards the end, we'll make sure we'll put up whatever contact information and links so that you have the information that you need. So now I'm going to turn it over to Mary Lynn. So a slight shift into careers and what's being offered, particularly as we are fast approaching, which I'm trying not to think about it, but tax season is coming up on us, right? So we got like a few more months left on the year. And so there's a lot of information that Mary Lynn would like to share. And I'm going to make sure I have your PowerPoint here, Mary Lynn. So I'm just going to make sure I get it ready.
Oh,
So
sure.
you let me know when, oh, it's doing that funky thing for me. Um, Let me try to share, and I may have to go in this way.
There you go. There's my beautiful mug.
There
I
you
love that.
are. Yeah. And so let me put it in presentation mode. And
I appreciate
so,
it
yep, and
very
you
much.
just let me know when to advance.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, very good. So, but thank you for inviting me tonight. I really appreciate it. I think the number one thing you'll find out tonight is that I love working at H&R Block. I really do. And there's a lot of H&R Blocks everywhere. I think they say there is uh, 98% of all Americans have one within 5 miles of where they live. So that's a lot. That's a lot of locations. So think of it
Hmm.
as career insurance, because wherever you move, if you move from Ohio to Florida to Alaska to Texas, there's a H&R Block there. So just wanted to talk a little bit about it. I have been with Block. This will be my 7th tax season coming up very, very soon. And I enjoy during the season, which is typically January through April. I manage multiple offices up in the Mentor, Willoughby, Euclid area. And then during the off season, I am pleased and blessed to be a recruiter. So I'm able to really get out there and meet a lot of fabulous people. So I'm thrilled to be able to talk with you today. If you think I look familiar, you might be a Cavaliers fan on the next screen. I'm entering my 2nd season as a wine and Goldie. We dance during the Cleveland Cavalier home games, usually, thank goodness, during the first time out in the first quarter.
Awesome.
So, because we're nervous, so we like to get out there and dance right away. But oh my gosh, I'm 59 years old and I'm dancing in the NBA, and I'm just so darn proud of myself. So having a lot of fun. So if you see me, please grab me and say hello. But other than Block and other than the Cavs, my number one favorite title is that of mom. And the next slide, you're going to see I have 5 kids, which is why I have bags under my eyes. I have 3 beautiful daughters, and we actually adopted 2 boys from Russia. about 10 years ago. So, and then one of my sons made me a grandma recently. So I have a little grandson named Ivan. But that's probably my most proud title other than working with Block and the Cavaliers. The next slide, I just wanted to share something personal with you because I feel like I'm kind of paying it forward tonight by sharing this type of an opportunity with you. About 8 years ago, I unfortunately had found a receipt on the floor, and the receipt that I was looking at was for $100 worth of baby clothes. And I thought, why is my husband buying this? And I found out that my hubby of 20 years had a whole family in another state, in the state of Arizona. And to tell you that my life, see, it still gets me. It's been a while and it still gets me, but um, to tell you that my life changed is an understatement. And I kind of was thrust into being a single mom of 5 kids and kind of starting over, to be honest. And that's when I was lucky enough to find H&R Block. So the next slide, I tell you why they saved me. Number one, they appreciated my experience. I had been a mom for 20 years, and I felt kind of like I had went backwards in my career. And they just applaud every day what I bring to the table here. They have the most flexible schedule. My hours are their hours. I'm able to really be picky and choosy when it comes to where I work, make sure I'm at convenient offices, a very family type atmosphere. Our tax pros have been with us for 20, 30, some 40 plus years. I'm not talking about a workplace, I'm talking about a work family. And then as far as career advancement, once you start with Block, our best tax professionals start out as receptionists. I'm going to be totally honest because they get to know the industry from the front door to the back door. And then, the sky's the limit. We have career opportunities at our corporate office and remote. Barbara, we have remote opportunities. I know, I couldn't wait to tell you. So, but I really appreciate the fact that I can, keep growing and learning, and training is always at our fingertips. Our learning platform is called Block Academy, where we can be trained constantly and ongoing. So I appreciate that like crazy. The next slide tells us why Block is the best. We're one of the world's best employers every single year. We're the top 10 U.S. retailers, right up there with Starbucks and Target and Family Dollar. We always win the award for diversity as the best employer, and we are the tax expert. I tell people it's like working for Santa Claus, because if I tell somebody that I work for H&R Block, they've heard of it before, and we're well respected, right? So, typically I'm offering seasonal employment. That's not a bad deal if you're just starting out and want a career, because you work a tax season, you're trained by the best in the business, and then you tell somebody you worked for H&R Block. It looks very good on a resume. And like I said, you'll be so happy you'll come back to us every year in addition to the full-time job. In addition to. So if you want full-time hours, Block is for you. If you want part-time hours, Block is for you. So it's just a lovely win-win situation. And yes, like I said before, we are everywhere. I'm sure everybody on this call today knows where their local H&R Block is. And then when I talk about remote positions, we have online assist positions where you're really helping people with those computer issues over the phone. And then also helping do taxes remotely as well. We can do taxes right here in the state of Ohio for anybody, anywhere. So, all right. And so the primarily, I have 3 positions that I want to talk to you about today, which are on the next slide. The first one is a tax professional. When you think of Block, that's what you think of. We're the tax experts. So I want people with tax experience and have prepared taxes before. And I love training newbies. I love training newbies. If you have a desire to help people, you like numbers, that's probably a good indicator that you would flourish at H&R Block. We're also always looking for office leaders. I'm a multi-unit team leader, so that means I manage 3 offices. We have associate team leaders that manage 1. So they are the captain of the ship. So if you like hands-on and meeting and greeting our amazing client family, that's the job for you. And last but not least, we are always looking for receptionists. 80% of our appointments are made over the phone. So they're answering the phone, they're welcoming them through the front door, and they're making sure year after year they know we're going to take very, very good care of them. So those are the 3 positions that we're looking for. Like I said, a lot of times our office leaders and our office receptionists are able to take courses to become tax professionals. That's free to all of office associates, and they do take advantage of that. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about the tax professional classes because enrollment has started and our courses are kicking off in September and they're kicking off in October. And just like Kimberly said, they are virtual instructor led. So they are led by a teacher and there's other students in class, but they're 3-hour classes twice a week. Okay, so, and it lasts for 6 weeks. So most of the time people have classes on Mondays and Thursdays or on Tuesdays and Fridays, or a double doozy, like I talk about it, on Saturdays. So they're 2 3-hour classes per week for 6 weeks. That's not a lot of time, but boy, oh boy, people that finish this course rave about it. They love it. So those classes are starting now. It's called our income tax course, pretty fancy name. They are instructor led. They're kicking off in September and October, and it covers basic tax preparation. So typically the people that take this class either want one of 2 things. They either want to learn how to do their own taxes, or they want to join the club at H&R Block and become a tax professional with us. The course is free. But there are materials associated with the course that cost $149. My full-time job right now is trying to find good people. I always say good people know good people. If you or someone you know would be interested in taking a class like this, please let me know. Give me their name or number. I would be more than happy to help them get enrolled into this class. The good news is for Dress for Success, I talked to Chris and I said, I think we can offer something very special. So on the next slide, I am going to, I got permission to offer you all full scholarships as long as we get you enrolled before Labor Day. Because on Labor Day, I'm eating hamburgers and hot dogs and watermelon and s'mores. So if you contact me before Labor Day and we get you enrolled, I'm going to give you a coupon that actually waives that $149 fee, which is very helpful. So if you are interested, my first name is Marylin. I always have people call me Marilyn, but it is Marylin. My phone number is right there on the screen. Please give me a holler, text me, whatever that looks like. And if we enroll you by Labor Day on September 4th, we will waive that fee. And Lolita's hand is up. What can I help you with, Lolita?
I typed it up in the chat.
Oh, you did? Oh, you love H&R
Yes.
Block? Why? Tell me why.
That's where I go every year.
Oh, you're a
I love it.
client. I am so
Yes.
glad. Uh-huh. Yes, and a lot of our tax pros start out as clients. They really, really do. They really do. I would be more than happy to enroll you in class. What office do you go to? Is it one of my local ones?
I'm not sure. Mayfield Heights?
Oh, yes, right across from
Okay.
Chick-fil-A and Golden
Yes, it
Gate.
is.
Yes. Everything's in relation to the food establishment nearby. So yeah, Mayfield is the one right by Golden Gate. So there was another slide that actually talks about we're in East Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, Northfield, Maple Heights, Mayfield Heights, Painesville, Menor, Madison, Garfield Heights, Richmond Heights, Wickliffe, Euclid, Willoughby, Shaker Heights, Shaker Square, Ashtabula, Geneva, and Jefferson. So 30 offices that I'm talking about. So if you were to go to hrblock.com/careers and put in whatever zip code you work at, that's how you'll find applications. But if you are specifically going to take advantage of this scholarship that I'm offering tonight, you would have to text me your name this evening and I will reach out. Texting me just means you want to have a conversation one-on-one with me and we can talk about what's most convenient for you. Yeah, so if you go to the last slide, I think, is there another slide with my information? Oh yeah, there's my phone number on the tippy top because green might be your color. So 440-479-2460. That is my personal cell phone. I am the cheerleader for all the students that take the class. So I tell people, congratulations, I'm now your girl. And if they have class questions and they need my support, I'm the person that responds. If I can't find the answer, I connect you to a local tax professional. Once the student finishes the virtual class, they actually go into their local office, whatever is most convenient, and they get their hands on the system. They get a chance to learn and see how powerful our tax preparing system is. It's called BlockWorks. And they're able to meet the team. The whole team supports them. Other tax pros will let them sit in on tax interviews and answer any and all of their questions as they get acclimated to being a tax professional. There was a question about a CPA. Yes, so CPAs come in many times. There's a ladder of tax professionals. Once you finish the income tax course, you're a level 1, a tax associate. Then we also have an accelerated program that you take extra training in January and you bump up by the end of January, you're a level 2 tax specialist. And the one at the very top, the level 6, is a master tax preparer. So as you move up that ladder, 3 things happen. Number 1, you can do more complex taxes. Number 2, because of that, you see more clients with more complex taxes. And number 3, you inevitably make a lot more money. So that our tax pros can either learn up or test up that ladder by using our learning platform that's called Block Academy. Everything at your fingertips. I personally love training from home because I have a cup of coffee and my dog, and I just would learn all night long, trust me. And I do want to dispel one myth. I remember thinking that H&R Block was going to be very stiff and quiet like a bank. And what I have to tell you is it's very much like a doctor's office. So if you've ever been in healthcare, had that desire to be in healthcare, I'll tell you why. You only share this type of information with your doctor once a year because you want them to know your whole life story. Same thing happens with the tax professional. Our clients come busting through the door because they're so excited to see their tax pro and tell them about their year and get the advice and the care that only their tax pro can give. So it's not a bank atmosphere, it's a family atmosphere. So if you really want to help people, and give them advice that they appreciate more than anything, I think that H&R Block might be for you. And I hope you can tell that I adore my job and I adore my work family. Um, Chris, do you think I should answer questions right now, or what are you thinking about? I
I
appreciate your
think,
time, everyone.
yes, I think this would be a good time to see if there were any questions. I know I have multiple screens up, so I couldn't see my chat um,
Oh,
right away to see if there were any questions that were put
oh,
in. Let's see, I think Stacy, you had a question? you had, do you have any obligations after completing the course? And can you put the last slide up again? Okay.
Yes, so if that's my phone number or the offices, I think, I don't know, my phone number is 440-479-2460.
It
And
was
I'll
the
tell
one with
you,
the links and the websites on it. Because
oh
I did get your
yes,
contact information. I just didn't get to see the
This
other
one?
ones. That one. Yep.
yes,
Thank
there
you.
you go. That's my
Mm-hmm.
email address. Could that name be any longer? I don't think so. And then the one with slash careers, the / careers is all the jobs, receptionists, office leaders, and tax professionals. And then the one on the very bottom is the course. So you get a chance to take a peek at what the course entails and look at enrollment, because we have classes during the day, we have classes in the evening, we also have classes on Saturdays. So 9 chances out of 10, you will find one that fits your schedule. If there is not one that fits your schedule, we also have an on-demand version that covers the exact same information, the exact same chapters and videos, is just minus that instructor that does all the explaining and things. I always find statistically that my students do better with the instructor-led version because they really enjoy that. During those 6 weeks, we have virtual study groups, we have in-person study groups in order to prepare for the midterms and finals. So we kind of rally and let you pick and choose how you best like to learn. And we do
Oh,
study buddies as well. We'll connect you with somebody local to ask questions and learn with. And
oh,
teachers do rock. I appreciate that. We rock at block, that's for sure. And any obligations after completing the course, the only obligation is hopefully joining the team. I hope you love it. You interview with me, and then I get you a chance to connect with our district general manager, Jamie Safersky. He's the best boss I ever had. So we meet with him on a virtual basis. But I would, if you text me your name and your name, I will reach out to you sometime tomorrow and we'll chat through the possibilities.
yes. And then Kim had also placed in chat, if you're able to pull up chat, she put in her contact information with the email and phone number. Kim, did you have anything else that you wanted to add to that?
No, I just wanted to get Barbara Logan's information because she said that it was since she's available during the day. I wanted to get her email and phone number so I can reach out to her tomorrow.
Um, my chat is not opening here.
Oh, okay. Um,
I can,
I think what I have in her registration, uh, Kim, because Barbara, you
yes,
did register, right? I can send you
yes.
her contact information
Okay.
in that regard.
Okay,
Yep. Apologize, Barbara, that we're having the technical
that's okay.
issues.
And
Uh-huh. And
Mary
so,
Lane,
Yeah.
I have used H&R Block for 20 plus years. I go to the
Oh,
same guy every year.
yep,
So
that's
I
what
love
happens.
H&R Block.
Yes, we become very loyal. We have very loyal clientele, and we are very big on privacy and security of that information. So
mhm.
this was the perfect night. We complement each other.
Oh, so we got a nice compliment from Lolita. She said, "Thanks, everyone, empowering women." And that's what it's really all about, right? It's about becoming more aware of opportunities, again, that we never get the chance to really hear. And so I think we had some great facilitators today sharing their story and then also opportunities for you that are here. And then if there's someone else that you think that might need those opportunities or hear those opportunities, because we should always reach out and help someone as we reach back, right? So I really enjoyed this session. I'm excited again, and thank you so much for both of you all being able to provide opportunities, particularly with offering for some of the costs to be paid for some of these things. This is not something that comes up all the time, particularly during this time of year. And I think we've all seen between gas and eggs and everything else, anytime when you're able to get some help, it can be extremely helpful. So I know we're at 7:05. I think, dang, we packed in a lot. I mean, like, come on, ladies, we did this today, so I'm excited. And so make sure. I think Marilyn, she also shared her information also in the chat as well. What I would like to do, Kim and Marilyn, I would like to send your decks to the ladies who were on the call, if that's okay. So, if not today, ladies, it would be at least by tomorrow. You should see those decks come through, so you have an opportunity to take a look at that information. So, any last words from Kim? Anything from you?
Well, I just want to encourage everyone to, like you said, Chris, take advantage because um, opportunities like this that we're offering are real blessings if you can see it like that. So I just hope that you all will take advantage of that, of the opportunities.
Perfect. And Mary Lynn?
Yep. We all know somebody who might be very interested in joining the Block team. H&R Block sends a gift certificate to thank you for that referral. So if you go to our H&R Block website, hrblock.com, and enter their contact information. If Block hires them, they will send you either $50 for a receptionist, $150 for a new tax pro, and $250 for a seasoned tax professional, up to $750. So it might be worth it just to think about who in my world would be perfect for this. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you all very much. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your evening and then be on the lookout on our website as we keep updating different workshop topics. Thanks again, ladies. Have a fantastic evening. Bye.
Does
Thank you. Nice
Barbara
to meet
is
everyone.
Oh,
Barbara able to give her
Bye.
phone number?
she
I think,
wasn't able to put it in the chat. So, Kim, I'm
Is
going to
she
send
able
you
to?
okay.
the email. Was somebody else speaking? I missed it. No.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
study buddy center.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Chris.
Uh, hello, this is Lolita. I might need a study buddy, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying this to you all, okay?
Hey, Lolita, you're more than welcome to grab my information from the chat.
Okay, thank you. So it's in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, if not, I can give it to you now.
Well, let me see. Hold on. This is Stacy Pinner.
Pinner, winter dinner. Yeah, it's much easier just to wear that. And if you text me, I'll give you that other last name, the long one.
Okay. Okay.
Barbara, do you mind giving your phone number? Because you seem like an awesome resource. Great.
Right.
Resource. Because it sounds like you've actually done the work, and I'm just at the beginning, and any advice would be greatly appreciated. So.
Right. I have to agree. I mean, because I guess I'm kind of skeptical about it because I'm a hands-on learner. You know, I like to have stuff in my hand so it could be relatable. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different when it's online, virtual. I can't hear you, Barbara.
Yeah, neither can I.
She just is smiling. So precious.
She's gonna give us your numbers, like 440. Just laughing. Hold on, I gotta get
Right.
her.
Did she text it? Did she put it in the chat?
I don't see it in the chat yet.
No, I don't see it.
And then it was like Chris said that she might be able to put it in, but I didn't see her put it in either. So
Okay.
okay.
That's funny. That's why I said might need a study buddy.
Well, and that's it. Is I took a 12-week class just like Kimberly was offering, and I didn't get as much out of it, and I completed it. But for me, when it comes to, actually doing it, I like have the book smarts, but I don't have the how do I get a job and
Right.
sell it to
If you don't
someone
have that hands-on experience.
yeah, I had an interview on Tuesday, and they're like, well, we want someone who can do it, do it running. And I'm like, I've never, I mean, yeah, in theory, I know how to do a LAN and, virtual machines and all the stuff, but if I've never touched a computer where I actually do it, it's,
Right.
unless I'm breaking my own computer, I don't know how to do this stuff. And at that point, that's where I'd love to know how you got into the
Oh, you know
business.
what's a good idea? What is it called? That one place called is it called People PC or something?
I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
can, or and we can get like a desktop or something that we could just break apart. You know what I'm saying? So it could be, I'm just being honest, it could be relatable because we had that hands-on. It's a complete different thing when it's hands-on. Because I didn't like my virtual class. I was struggling. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Barbara, we can't hear you.
so Lolita, what is your phone number?
Let me go get it. I don't know about her. Give me a second. Or you can email me. I'm giving you my email because I don't know my
Okay.
phone number by her. Isn't that terrible? I just got a new phone, so it's only been like a couple of days. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
LEIGH
LEIGH as in
Lee.
horse. Oh, okay,
Lee.
got it.
W
W
2032 32
2032
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm Stacy with no E. So STACY, the number 7, because that's my birthday. And then
Okay.
Pinner is spelled like winter pinner dinner. So P is in Paul,
Yeah, I see it on the
I
screen.
and NER. Can you tell? That's what I taught under is Miss Pinner, MS Pinner. And then I married a guy and had 3 kids, and their last name's Langendorfer. So that's why I'm a Langendorfer, but it's still easier to go by Pinner. So
That's awesome.
and yeah,
Okay,
and I just
Barbara, we can't hear you.
hey Barbara,
Barbara.
write down my phone number 440 482
Oh, she ain't put it in there.
6290. I'll say it again. 440 482 6290. Okay. And you can just text me and we can set up a time. And then Lee, I'll end up sending
Yeah, you
you
can
an
just
email.
text. Yeah, just email me, let me know. Because I love to collaborate because I'm gonna need some like I said, I struggle with the virtual. I'm a hands-on person, so to have somebody just assist me be great.
Okay, even just someone to keep. I know it's like I'm studying for the networking class, and it's 816 pages printed out thanks to the library. And
Wow.
I've gotten through at least 40 pages, and I'm telling you, I'm a very intelligent person, and it takes me about a half hour per page, it feels like, because I'm reviewing all the vocabulary and things like that. I'm probably overthinking it, and I probably should go take the test, flunk it, then go. I mean, because the original test that I
Let's
took,
think positive. Let's think positive.
the ITF one, I felt pretty strong about. Like, I'm like, I got this, I can do this. And I'm telling you, after the test, I was like, what the heck did they even ask me? I can't even so it's okay. But I figured that the networking one is going to be even more challenging because, I mean, it sounds like if you get that certification, you'll be easier to get in the door somewhere. But
Right.
which means that the test is probably harder, but that's okay. I mean, I'll get there. But it's just
So, excuse me. So, Miss Barbara, you did networking as well? You can say thumbs up or something because I can't hear
when
you.
she was talking, she was explaining a lot of, like, she was saying that she was working with switches and routers and things like that, which is all
Right.
networking. So I would figure, yeah, that she's probably pretty good at that.
I can see still trying to talk. Aw.
That's okay. We will get connected with her. I'm
Okay.
emailing you right now, and I am going to go out to dinner with my kiddos to celebrate
Okay, well, you have.
the first
Okay.
week of school.
Aw.
We're going to
Bye-bye. You have
McDonald's
a
for
wonderful
burgers.
night, both of you, okay?
Thank you.
All
It
right.
was nice
Bye-bye.
meeting you guys.
Same here.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Exit out of here.